Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the stage for the Motzi.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you. So before I begin my remarks, I just want to take a moment, and if everybody could please join me in a moment of silence as we pray for peace in Ukraine and in the world. Thank you. Wow, how great is it to be in this room together? We had to make this event virtual last year, but I recall 2 years ago, this was like the last really big event that many of us went to before the world shut down for COVID. And who knew then how much our world would change in the coming weeks, but really, really is great to be together again. Thanks for getting dressed up and coming out and supporting the J and our scholarship needs. If you could, please give your attention to this program. I promise it won't last more than 20 minutes. I will keep my remarks brief because I know nobody wants to hear me talk. But welcome to the Jay's Children's Scholarship Ball. Special welcome to Congresswoman Lizzie Fletcher. I'm thrilled is joining us with her husband Scott. I want to first offer a few thanks. Thanks to Leah Radone and Samantha Lee for doubling up their chair duties and chairing for a second straight year. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You've really outdone yourselves. Wonderful night, wonderful event. Thank you to the Jewish Federation of Houston and the United Way for your continued partnership and support. And lastly, I want to thank the J staff who have continued to provide outstanding, best-in-class programs through these challenging times. Despite construction headaches, the ongoing COVID pandemic, we have so many wonderful things going on at the J, and our staff has continued to deliver great programs, and our community continues to support them. And so, again, if you could all just join me in a big round of applause to the J staff. Thank you. Our future looks brighter than ever. I'm so excited to share that progress is ongoing in building our new J. If you've been by the J, you can see the towering structure starting to grow over the property. I know many of you haven't had a chance to look at our tours, look at our plans, or take a hard hat tour through the property. But every time I get the opportunity to walk the site, I'm just giddy with excitement as the vision comes more and more into focus. Our new indoor pool and splash pad are going to be open by Memorial Day, just a couple months from now. The rest of the incredible aquatic center will be open at the end of the summer. And you're not going to believe how awesome our new fitness center is, with the Pilates, spinning, yoga studio. Will be the best fitness center in Houston. The new activities building is due to be complete before the end of the year, and the entire project will be done by February of next year. So we just got to get through the next year. Our community has been remarkable in your support of this project, with over 700 donors pledging $49.6 million so far towards our $50 million goal. Thank you, thank you, thank you for stepping up and supporting this once-in-a-generational campaign. We're so close to our target right now. So tonight's about scholarships, so I don't want to say anything to take away from that. But we do have $400,000 to go, so if anybody hasn't supported the campaign and are so moved, see myself, Joel, Ed Schreiber, and we'd be happy to talk to you about that. But enough for me. Tonight is about honoring Dr. Hotez and supporting our scholarship needs for the year. So if you could please give a big, big round of applause as I welcome our ball chairs, Samantha and Leah, to the podium.
Thank you, Jeremy. I am Leah Radome, and beside me is Samantha Lee. We are glowing with excitement to be here with all of you. Sam, you're glowing. Our guests are glowing. Our ballroom is glowing. We made it here, and we are truly thankful to each and every one of you for attending tonight as we honor Dr. Peter Hotez, celebrate the J, and raise scholarship funds.
Thank you, Leah. It is truly amazing to be here tonight because the J holds a special place in our hearts, and we are so proud to support the incredible impact the J has on our families and the community. To me, the J is like a second home. I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee, and went to preschool at the local JCC. As a teen, I worked at the J's summer camp and fitness center, so the J has always been a part of my life. When I moved to Houston almost 15 years ago, I became a member of the Evelyn Rubenstein JCC. And in the last few years, you can find me or a member of my family at the J every day of the week. Leah, what's your story?
Well, Sam, the J has been a part of my life as far back as I can remember. Prior to moving to Houston, my parents were very active in the JCC in Mexico City. So the J was a natural fit for our family. That is the best part about the J. No matter where you are, it offers a connection to the community. I was lucky enough to grow up at this JCC. I went to summer camp, participated in the Maccabi games, and I learned to swim with Miss Bubbles before moving on to swim team. I have so many fun memories of gymnastics, dance, art, and BBYO. Now as a parent, it is so special to see my own children going to the J for all the same experiences that I enjoyed so much. And that is the real reason we are here tonight, to provide experiences like these for all the children.
That's right, Leah. We are here to celebrate the J and to raise critical funds to ensure that all children can participate in our early childhood education programs and summer camp. All of us rely on the J for our own well-being and the well-being of our children. From Hurricane Harvey to the pandemic, and now through construction, the J continues to glow and provide a diverse range of programs and activities. Now, please turn your attention to the video screen as we glow with the J.
Baby, when they look up at the sky, we'll be shooting stars just passing by. You'll be coming home with me tonight. We'll be burning up like neon lights. Be still my heart, 'cause it's freaking out. It's freaking out right now. Shining like stars, 'cause we're beautiful. We're beautiful right now. You're all I see in all these places. You're all I see in all these faces. So let's pretend we're running out of time. Baby, when they look up at the sky, we'll be shooting stars just passing by. You'll be coming home with me tonight, and we'll be burning up like neon still my heart, 'cause it's freaking out.
Proceeds from the Children's Scholarship Ball support early childhood education, summer day camp, and activities.
Our Bertha Alice and Ellen Bonyak School, the Murfish Family Infant Care Program, and the nationally recognized Carol Musher STARS Early Childhood Intervention Program provide care and education to children 6 weeks old through pre-K in a supportive, inclusive, and nurturing environment.
The STARS program is unique in that it integrates all types of therapies into the child's school day.
J camps and after-school activities provide an opportunity for children to continue their development while pursuing a wide variety of interests, including gymnastics, swimming, fine arts, and more.
Jewish identity and values are woven throughout our programs, creating an early connection to Judaism for our children.
Your support of the Irving Kaplan Scholarship Fund makes it possible for all children to participate.
My son, Lou, was diagnosed with autism back in April. From the first day that we walked in, it was just such a supportive, wonderful environment. You know, the STARS program is so unique in that it is a school and they address a lot of the things that a preschool would address, but then in addition to that, you know, he's getting speech therapy twice a week, he's getting occupational therapy twice a week, he's getting music therapy once a week. And all of the time that he's not in one of those dedicated therapies, he's really getting social skills therapy just by being in the classroom and being with such fantastic teachers. When he got the diagnosis in April, and I was trying to figure out what to do, one of the things that was overwhelming about the whole process was the potential cost of everything that he was going to need. Meredith encouraged me to go ahead and apply for financial aid, and I did, and the cost was cut down significantly. And I appreciate that because of the difference I've seen in Luke. It's been life-changing.
There truly is something for everyone at the J, and your generosity removes the financial burden to participate in our programs, ensuring no family is turned away. The impact of J programs is real and has been felt by those of you who have seen your child excel at a new skill, successfully transition to a new environment, or begin lifelong friendships at the J. We believe the J gives children a chance not only to grow, but to glow.
I feel very fortunate to be here tonight. Leah and I feel fortunate to be able to contribute personally, knowing that our participation, along with everyone here tonight, is truly making a difference in the lives of children. I also know that at the onset of the pandemic, none of us knew what to expect and we're living day to day. It is through the dedication of researchers and scientists throughout the world who have created a vaccine that is providing all of us, with some continued caution, the ability and opportunity to live somewhat normally. This evening, we are in the presence of greatness. Dr. Peter Hotez, an internationally recognized physician and scientist with professional appointments at Baylor College of Medicine and Texas Children's Hospital.
In 2021 alone, Dr. Hotez was recognized with Scientific Leadership Awards from the Association of American Medical Colleges and the American Medical Association, in addition to being recognized by the Anti-Defamation League with its annual Popkin Award for combating anti-Semitism. He has been instrumental in the development of the COVID vaccine for children and was recently nominated by Congresswoman Fletcher for a Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts to develop and distribute the COVID-19 vaccine worldwide. We are very fortunate to share this evening with someone who has dedicated his life to Tikkun Olam, making the world a better and safer place. Please turn your attention to the video screen as we honor Dr. Hotez.
I nominated Dr. Peter Hotez because he is one of the world's greatest experts on COVID, specifically COVID vaccines. He is community-minded, he is a devoted member of the Jewish community, and he accepted to participate in tonight's event without even a hint of hesitation.
I first met Dr. Hotez while Baylor, where I was on the board, and Texas Children's were trying to motivate the Sabin Institute to move to Houston. They had created an institute for vaccine education and development. It was located in Washington.
It's just been a very warm feeling to be here and know that we have the support of not only Gary and Lee, but also Mark Shapiro and his wife and the Jewish community behind us. That's been an incredible source of inspiration for our work to very much focus on repairing the world through making the vaccines that the world needs, and that is very meaningful for us.
We set up, with Peter's leadership, Center for Vaccine Development at Texas Children's to engage in developing vaccines for these neglected tropical diseases.
My real passion is developing the vaccines for the world's kids that no one else will make. And these are vaccines for diseases that a lot of people have never heard about, but they're among the most common problems globally.
What has brought Peter to prominence recently, of course, is the rise of COVID-19.
Peter and his team have just gone through phase 3 trials for something called the Corbavax vaccine. It's easily manufactured, it's easily stored and distributed. It's perfect for the less developed nations, which is the target.
I admire Peter Hotez because he's a person who has devoted his whole life to helping people that are less fortunate than ourselves. He is focused on people in the less developed world who don't have access to the medical treatments that we have, who don't have access to the vaccines that prevent illness.
Our work in vaccine development in many interesting ways is very much aligned with the mission of the Children's Scholarship Ball that we're talking about this evening. Part of the Jewish religion is children all over the world are precious to us.
Dr. Hotez has written in a moving and beautiful fashion about his own daughter, Rachel, who has autism. And I think that gives special meaning to his participation tonight.
We've learned firsthand of what it means to have a child either with autism or intellectual disabilities, and know what the challenge is for that. And that's why the mission of the JCC to take this on is so critically important.
The Children's Scholarship Ball is an important fundraiser for the Jewish Community Center. It helps us provide scholarships to those who can't afford. In that way, in a small way, we're helping underserved people grow to their potential. In the same way, Peter and his associates are helping people around the world avoid illnesses and grow to their potential. I see a direct connection. And Peter Hotez is a great honoree for this year's ball.
I can't say enough about him personally and about what he's done to really improve global health for children.
He's passionately committed to helping humankind. I don't think we can find a more suitable honoree for this great event.
Please welcome Gary Rosenthal, our honorary chair, to the stage to present this award to Dr. Peter Hotez, 2022 Children's Scholarship Ball honoree.
Congratulations. So, Peter, it was 11 years ago that Mark Shapiro and I worked to recruit you to Baylor College of Medicine and Texas Children's Hospital. At that time, we had incredible expectations for what you could and would achieve. And let me say, on all counts, you have exceeded our expectations by a great length. And we're so proud of you. And let me say, not only as referred to in the video, have you taken on neglected tropical diseases for thousands of children across the world and developed the COVAX vaccine, which will bring relief in the less developed world to millions of people. But you have also taken on the anti-vaxxers. And we're not talking about COVID. Wait. I'm not talking about COVID. For years, for you all who do not know, Peter has taken on those who have opposed childhood vaccinations, the MMR and other childhood vaccinations, which are absolutely required, as I think all of us know, to preserve the safety and health of our children. And he has done this in his writings. He's done this in appearances on TV. He's written a book about it. He has been the most forceful advocate in this country against this very unhealthy and dangerous effort to undermine childhood vaccinations. And part of what he has gotten in return has been vile invective, which has included a strong strain of anti-Semitism and personal threats to his safety, which have required at times for him to have a personal safety protection detail from the police department. So, Peter, not only do I applaud you for your intellectual abilities and your perseverance, but also for your courage, because you have continued to take stands across the board on things that need to be done and need to be said. And all of us here, I think, myself, the people in this room and in our communities need to thank you. And this award, I think, reflects all of those things. So thank you very much, Peter.
Thank you very much.
This is the award. There you go.
So apparently, because they did a video, I'm not supposed to give a long speech. So you dodged a bullet there. What can I say? Gary Lee, Mark Shapiro, Gary Rosenthal, Lee Rosenthal, Mark Shapiro, Jerry. The irony is the reason I'm here, the reason Ann, who's with me tonight, my wife of 35 years, and our family, is because of the Jewish community in Houston. And it's actually quite an interesting story, the fact that it was the Jewish community of Houston that made us feel comfortable and brought us here, and it was the reason that we came. And it's been the most productive 11 years of our lives, and now, of course, we're making we're making multiple vaccines. So we're best known for our COVID-19 vaccine. And when I say we, I mean our Texas Children's Hospital Center for Vaccine Development. That's represented here tonight, Baylor College of Medicine, our National School of Tropical Medicine. And before I say anything, I want to recognize a special group of heroes, which I hope they'll stand. Our laboratory, or at least a good chunk of our representatives, please stand up, because they're the ones who got special permission in this time of COVID-19 to come into the labs, and because everything was shut down, and if you remember, right after that terrible peak that happened in New York, we had to get special permission to work because they were working on a COVID-19 vaccine. They labored, and under some peril too, because there was risk of transmission of COVID-19, and they did it. They made a COVID vaccine for the world, which is now been released for emergency use in India. We just got the announcement. Now it's going into kids in India. This is going to be the global health vaccine for children all over. It's now being... Thank you. It's being scaled for production now in Botswana. They're building a factory in Botswana in the Kalahari Desert where Corbevax is going to be renamed in Africa Pula Corbevax, and Pula means rain in the local language because it's on the edge of the Kalahari Desert to bring relief. So there's something very poetic there as well. And in Indonesia, they're actually now making the halal version of it in Indonesia, which I find very poetic. It took the Jewish guy to make the vaccine for the Muslim, because it's a vegan vaccine, no animal protein, no human protein, no animal cells, and so things are moving forward. And I, Congresswoman Lizzie Fletcher, I'm so grateful for your support to make this happen, and getting that recognition was just amazing. And who knows if it'll ever happen, but just to have that kind of support from our Houston community means so very much. And this is a terrible time. I don't know if you had a chance to read Tom Friedman's op-ed piece in the New York Times. I think it'll come out in print on tomorrow, on Sunday, but it came online this morning. And he said it so eloquently. He said this is an 18th century European siege and slaughter being played out on TikTok, on Instagram, on social media, and I think he's right. And the fact that Zelensky, the president, is taking this heroic stand, the fact that he's a Jew taking this heroic stand means a lot. My father's side is actually from Ukraine, from Western Ukraine, from Tarnopol. We're known as the Glitzianers. Any Glitzianers in the audience here? I don't know if you want to talk about our we actually have a two-sided reputation. The one side of the Glitzianers are known as the hillbilly Jews, and when my mother's side married my father, the mother's side, which came from a lot of rabbis and scholars, say Glitzianer, but Norman Poderitz, and that's where the Z comes in, in case you're wondering, writes a great piece called In Defense of the Glitzianers, where he says where we created the Haskalah, the Jewish Enlightenment. So what can I say to Joel Dinkin, to this organization, to the JCC? Thank you so much, and Dan Musher for helping to organize this. And I just want to end by thanking Ann, who's put up with me for 35 years, and for your warm embrace of us and making us feel at home. We love Houston. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Hotez. We wish you and your colleagues continued success in your life's work. Tonight, you have the opportunity to make the J glow. Registration numbers for this summer and next school year are as high as ever, and financial hardships over the past 2 years have created an increased need for financial support. Please pull out your donor card in your welcome packet.
A donation of $125 provides a scholarship for 1 week of summer day camp. A donation of $1,000 provides a scholarship for 2 full months of early childhood education. You can donate by placing a sticker on the donor card or by scanning the QR code and donating online. A donation of any size provides children the opportunity to glow at the J. Please choose the amount that is meaningful to you and a J staff member will collect the donor cards at the end of our program. To our guests watching from home, you can text ERJCC to 56651 to make your donations right now. We are excited to offer an amazing raffle prize to individuals who support the J via the donor card. With a donation of $125 or more, you will be entered to win a Rolex Submariner men's watch with more raffle entries for larger donations. The more you give, the more you glow.
It takes a team of dedicated volunteers and staff for us to shine this bright. Our fantastic auction chairs, Barry Fischel and Tammy Lazard. You have been working incredibly hard to put together an amazing auction. Please make sure to check it out here in the ballroom and online. We have hundreds of items, including trips, shopping parties, restaurant gift cards, sports memorabilia, and more. We would also like to thank Renee Carroll and Anita Bormaster from the J Development Office. A very big thank you to Stephanie Gabelnick, who oversaw the auction, and a special thanks to Ashley Roseman, who has been by our side these past 3 years, along with Michelle Frankfurt. To Joel Dinkin and Jeremy Samuels, thank you both for your leadership and vision, and to countless other J staff and volunteers, you helped make tonight possible. You are the ones who make the J glow every single day.
Last but not least, we would like to thank our very handsome husbands, Sam Lee and Tom Rideau. The support you have shown us is more than we could have asked for. We did not know that 2020 would also become 2021 and 2022, but you were always there for us year after year. Both of you have become honorary auction committee members, helping us get the best items, standing by our side while we figured out how to handle a virtual event, and standing by our side in all our in-person events. Thanks for making us glow tonight. We love you. And we can't forget about our kids, Sophia, Benny,
Alana, Josh, and Max. We love you. Poor Max has been to so many meetings. He was actually our backup for tonight. Dinner will now be served. The auction will be open for bidding until 10, and the DJ will continue until 11. Guests at home can continue bidding until 10 as well. Now let's eat, drink, and glow crazy.